dim lit chandeliers glow. We'll sip our worries away, nice and slow. Your laughter ripples like sweet warm wine. In this jazzy sultry space you're mine. The saxophone croons a velvet tune, while melodies dance beneath the moon. We'll toast to moments both grand and small, in this hazy, lazy, jazz-touched hall. Let's sit together in the mellow night. We'll drink to love till the morning light. Every glass we raise a promise true. Here's to the magic in a drink with you. Your eyes, they sparkle with every click. Sweet rendezvous over a simple drink. We'll share our secrets in whispers low, just you and me where the jazz flows slow. The world outside fades into the mist, but here it's our own dreamy tryst. With each sip our worries drift away. Let's stay together till the break of day. So let's sit together in the mellow night. We'll drink to love till the morning light. Every glass we raise a promise true. Here's to the magic in a drink with you.
The following live stream has been approved for appropriate audiences. It may contain occasional strong language and may not be suitable for younger or more sensitive viewers. Viewer inebriation is advised, though not mandatory.
Good evening, happy Friday, happy Halloween, and welcome to Last Call's All-Star Halloween Special. Tonight, we have some very scary treats for you. Hopefully no tricks, but you never know. Our guests include Christoph, the Vagrancy Horror, I Am the 13th Child, the Horror King, and, time and caffeine willing, Nadia of Horror with Nads. All have wonderful YouTube channels dedicated to the fun scares you love. So be sure to click on the links in the description below and subscribe to each of them. Then top off your glasses, settle in, tell me what you're sipping on in the chat, and I'll introduce you to these scary streaming hosts right now.
Last Call is streamed before a live audience.
Vasalut and happy Halloween! Hoorah! We are here to enjoy ourselves. So I hope all of you are as well. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Look, I want to start out. No, I'm going completely out of order tonight, guys, because this is, for me, my little channel here. This is a big deal. RubyHoove gifted 5 Netters Network memberships. Let me see. Netter received 5 gifted memberships to Andrea Black, Samuel Proctor. Well, let me bring them up. Samuel Proctor. No. I'm going in reverse order. Andrea Black, Samuel Proctor, Moons of Madness. That one, that's a good name for tonight, right? Alex Dunn, and the Potawatomi. A couple of those are returning members, so welcome everybody. That is really awesome. But that's not all. That is not all. RubyHoove also gifted me 5 members. Thank you so much, Ruby. You are incredibly, incredibly generous. That went to Wolfie the Quarter Jew, Trollmonger, who was a member previously, Trollmonger, who was also a member previously, Andy Masterson, the talented one, who has oftentimes been a member. This one is awesome. Possible guest later tonight, Horror with Nads. That is awesome. And Fletcher Williams, I suck with gaming. Welcome to membership, all of you. Man, what a great crew. Thank you so much. Ruby, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. You really are wonderful. Also, let's see if I can find it. Ruby also said, oh, here we also have from a panel member, the 13th child dropped a black cat for $1.50. And I'm trying to find, I know Ruby, there it is. Nope, that's Netter. Well, RubyHoove had also dropped what's it called?
Super chat?
Member, what do you call it? Celebration anniversary thing. 7 months a member. Thank you so much, RubyHoove. And she says, Happy Halloween. I didn't see it. I might find it as I go through and start saying hi to everybody. Let me start bringing people in and saying hi. Lady Mist, of course, the wonderful Blue Wrench, who is always so encouraging to myself and Netter with the colorful emojis. We love that so much. Geek Flag with Nate Knows says, like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member, and if you were going to do a super chat, maybe do like RubyHoove and make that into a member gift instead. JPRPH1, thank you for being here, my friend. Always good to see you. It's a Films with Friends raid. That's right, because this bloke right here, Big Al Presents, was having Films with Friends watching the original 1978 Halloween. I did not get around to watching the sequels, the 2018 and the kills and the ends. I didn't get to those today. I was too busy with other things channel related. But I'm sure they had a really, really good time. Curtis Selby, I don't know if you were able to get to your watch party earlier today. I hope you did, and I hope it was an awesome time. I'll catch everything on the rewatch. I'm way behind. Last call with Troy Pacelli. Oh, this guy again, for crying out loud. Mystic Dollar Plays says, hey everyone, what's good? I hope tonight is good. I hope you have a good time. I hope you're having a wonderful Halloween, and I hope you're having a good drink, whether it's an adult beverage or not. Let me know what you're sipping on in the chat. Oh, and here it is. This is Ruby celebrating the 7 months of membership and saying Happy Halloween. So there you go. Let's see. Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. Always good to see you. Mark Dahley, yes, slow jazz theme. Let's sip together is my countdown. Different instrumental today. I felt it was a little bit more haunting. I thought it kind of went with the Halloween theme, so I've got it saved in my playlist as the Last Call Halloween theme. Let's see here. Mark Daly, greetings from the Panhandle of Florida, aka South Georgia. That is awesome. By the way, in case anyone is wondering what I'm sipping on, check out my liquid lunch from earlier today. You will notice that it is slightly purple in hue. It is purple because it is called a purple nurple. You can find out what's in that in the description of this afternoon's stream. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clip says, hi all. I'll join after I'm done with the adventures of Mr. Toad and Ichabod. Of course, because the Headless Horseman, right? Let's see here. I don't want to miss nobody because you all are so important to me. Jesse Guajardo. Okay, I'm back. Well, we're glad you're back. Thank you so much for being here. I did say hi to Mark Dahley earlier, right? I might repeat some of y'all. Mystic Dollard plays. Hey Troy. Hey Mystic. Good to see ya. Let's see here. Oh, I get a kick out of this. He's got some great emojis here for Halloween, right? He's got the jack-o'-lantern, the wolf, the Pennywise clown, right? The skull, a ghost, and a robot. Yeah, robots do play into at least 50s horror films. Aged Boomer, who we're going to be bringing in just a second. Deleted Scenes, who's coming over from the watch party on Big Al's channel. Netter of Netters Network, the love of my life, saying like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, and if you are feeling generous, be like RubyHoove and gift a membership. And let's see here. Mystic Dollar Plays just became a member. Thank you so much, my friend. You are wonderful. I appreciate you so much. Let me get through saying hi to everybody. Let me address my members very quickly. I thought I saw Fletcher Williams in here. You are here somewhere, Fletcher. But thank you for being here. I can't bring up your comment because I'm not seeing it off the top, but just want to say hi to you. I am sipping on a water, trying to cut my soda drinks. That's actually pretty good. Netter's been on me to do that too. I drink probably way too much caffeine, I think. Cracked open my last acai. Need to get to the store tomorrow. Yeah, me too, actually, for completely different reasons. Let's see.
It means he's out of booze.
Well, I heard about the channel from my good friend Horror King. You couldn't ask for a better guest. He is an awesome person. Yes, he is. We're going to be bringing him in just a second. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is why everybody says to share out the stream, because that's really how we grow the community. Let people know if you like a channel, well, they'll probably like it too. So, members, I got a lot of new members that just showed up here today. So let me share with you. Check out what the bennies are. I'd like to think the first benefit of membership is that you support a channel like mine, right? You know. Oh, by the way, you know, for those of you that are going to say I'm not wearing a costume, yes, I am. Yes, I am. See this guy here? I'm dressed as him. I'm just not wearing a top hat. I'm wearing a fedora.
I can get you your top hat.
That might be more effort than it's worth, but if you want to, you absolutely can. And he is a close personal friend to myself and Netter. Yes, he is. Svengoolie. He's one of the good ones. Let me tell you. Met him here in Chicago because he is a Chicago guy. You guys that have just recently started receiving all of his weekly shows don't realize that he has been broadcasting from beautiful downtown. Where is he? Berwyn. That's right. My old stomping grounds. And he's still there to this day. That's where he broadcasts. And he's been doing that since the late 70s. I remember when he was the son of Svengoolie. I remember before Rich Coase was Svengoolie, and the previous Svengoolie was Jerry G. Bishop. Met him. I actually knew him pretty well. Didn't realize he was the guy I was watching on TV. That's a story for another day, I think. But let me start getting my panel in here. Everyone, let's try to get him a top hat, huh? Well, Netter was just about to go get the top hat, and then she came back, so...
Well, because you're about to bring me in, I figure I should at least say hello before I disappear.
But the problem is I'm not seeing you in here.
Oh, for poop's sake.
You're going to have to leave the thing and come back in. I am going to start out by bringing my designated driver, because let's face it, I'm going to need my designated driver to close out the stream, possibly. We'll see. Age of Boomer. You look like you need a shave, my friend. What's going on here?
It's my werewolf costume. By the way, you cannot see out of that mask. I put the
Is that
mask
true?
on. Yes. Came
I
with a
am.
flannel shirt, a torn flannel shirt, and everything. Because all werewolves, they start out with nice flannel shirts, and then when they become the werewolf, it just
It
shreds,
tears,
right?
and yeah, it's like
Yes,
the Hulk, right? It's like the Hulk.
yes. Except with the Hulk, it's
Actually,
pants.
I was just yeah, right. Well, no, the shirt gets torn off. He starts out with it on his shoulders, but then he pulls it off because it's gonna fall off anyway. And somehow Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby wear the same size pants. I don't think so.
They're
but
spandex?
they're really tight. They are really tight. I honestly believe that some of the things that the Hulk did in that show should have split those pants. I'm just saying. But yes, I love masks. Some are better than others. Some are better for seeing out of than others. I have seen some great ones that the eyes are well cut out, but they're all black because they got a mesh over them. I think those are brilliant. I have, well, I may not still have it. It was latex and it dried up and it got hard, but it was the Gorn from Star Trek.
It's upstairs in the garage.
It doesn't have eye holes at all. You can't see out of it. But what you would have to do is cut slits into the bags underneath the eye. That's how you would see out of it. But there you go.
Well, this thing is making up its mind, and we'll go.
That's fine. I will start bringing in my very special guests, starting with Christoph, the Vagrancy Horror, who just put up not a stream. What's it called? A video today. Was that a re-release of a story that you'd previously done?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm working with a new mic here. No, the Esterview Terror is a whole new story. In fact, actually, it's a story that was actually turned down from a magazine.
Huh.
Oh, hey.
This is what I was talking about. I would have to cut holes into
the bags under his
the bags under the eyes in order to see, because that's how it was done. But anyway, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. Esterview Terror was actually a story that I submitted to a writing contest, and it got shot down in the first round.
Huh.
Well, it happens. I'm sure you probably end up with a lot of... Well, real quick, let me... Oh, you brought it up. Thank you. Tara Winchester. Hey, that's my brother. Yes, there you go. Yep. Thanks so much for being here, Tara. But yeah, I recognize the graphics. I haven't had a chance to listen to the story just yet. It's been a busy day. It really has.
I imagine. One of the steps that we actually did on my channel to streamline so that we could maybe get back to producing videos every month at least, even though now my entire team is scattered across the country, we have a background for each of the major characters in the mythos. So if it's a story that has to do with Prince Razoth, for example, we have the barn. We call it the barn. And so on and so on. And it just makes it so much easier. And it does kind of suck because we have incredibly talented artists who for some reason put up with me.
I know the feeling. Right, Boomer?
Yes. Well, it's fine.
But yeah, no. It's a new story. I don't think I've never re-released a story, actually, now that I think about it.
Okay.
But it does reuse the background.
Yeah, I saw that, and so I said, you know what? I went and I liked it, and I put it on to watch later, so I will watch it later.
I do have a very quick, funny story. I don't know whose property that is in the picture.
Oh.
It was, no. So I was in Alabama for my little brother's
wait a minute. What he's saying, everybody, is it's a real place. It's not AI generated.
No, it is not AI generated. It was made by an idiot, though. Anyway,
That's
no. So I was in Alabama for my little
Uh-huh.
brother's graduation, and at the time, my mom and my dad were kind of trying to talk me into staying, basically. And so they drove me around into all these rural, weird places to get pictures for my channel. The
Yeah.
problem is, I called their bluff, and I hopped out of the car with my trusty camera phone and started taking pictures. And my mother is like, "This is Alabama. People will shoot you here." And my first thought back was, they'll fire a warning shot first. It's
Probably.
okay. It's all right.
Probably.
I'll have time to get back in the car. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure I gave her a few gray hairs. Although, to be fair, she also started driving away at one point.
I understand. I understand. Well, we suffer for our art. Let me
Yeah.
let me bring in the Horror King. We hung out with the Horror King last night on Netter's Network. How are you doing, my friend? What you sipping on tonight?
Currently at the moment, some tea.
That is, well, I'm sure that's appropriate. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm getting into costume.
Ooh,
Oh, I forgot. This one is a little bit.
it's a
There
nice
we go.
top hat.
Hey, look, Top Hat Gamer's here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it all night with this, but yeah, I'm going for a little bit of a Svengoolie vibe here. But there we go. But yes, if you are interested, check out last night's Netter's Network. We hung out with the Horror King. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and do a twofer here. The Horror King and I am the 13th Child. 13th Child, how are you doing? And can you hear us now? And can you speak?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear
There
me?
we go. Perfect. We're all
Now,
set.
I have to preface this by saying I am having some really bad winds here where I am. Even my wife
Understood.
in the other room is saying the TV is it's not working right. So I may be dropping in and out.
It's fine.
Sorry
I
about that.
swear, I thought you were going to say, I thought you were about to say, even my wife is strapped down so she doesn't blow away. But glad you could be here tonight. It's going to be a really great evening. Netter is here. She's been running around a lot. Want to say again, because we do have a big panel tonight. Let's everybody make sure that you are when you're not actually talking. Make sure that you're on mute so that we're not getting a lot of noise from the background. Let's have fun. Let's drink. You know, we can get a little silly, but let's still try to keep it professional, right? Let's go around the horn with the general question that I always ask. When I'm on a topic, your favorite type of movie, and this tonight the type of movie is going to be, what's your favorite horror movie? And we're going to start with Aged Boomer. Aged Boomer, what's your favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie is Phenomena by Dario Argento.
Tell me a little bit about that because I don't think I know it.
We talked a bit about it because they're doing it as a TV. They might
I
be doing it
have
as a TV
drunk
series.
since then. I may not remember. Let's try again.
Okay,
And some of the people in the audience weren't here for that.
It's a young Jennifer Connelly gets sent over to a Swiss international school for girls, and meanwhile there is a serial killer on
I saw
campus
this.
murdering.
I saw this one. Yes.
Yes, murdering other students, but that's okay because Jennifer Connelly can telepathically communicate with insects, and the insects are going to help her survive and maybe catch the criminal. She also
Nothing.
sleepwalks, and yes.
Nothing you say after Jennifer Connelly matters. You've already sold
Well,
me.
she is young in this. This is pre-Labyrinth. I think this is a movie that she made before Labyrinth, but she is
But
pretty.
real
She's just
Jennifer Connelly is age appropriate for me, so that's perfect.
that's fine. And
Besides, I'm married, so it doesn't matter.
Donald
right?
Pleasance is in this. He's in a wheelchair and he has a chimpanzee that is his assistant chimpanzee. And there's lots of good murder, surrealism. It's a lot of fun. It's very creepy. Can I mention one other movie that's a favorite? It's tied.
In just a moment, I
Sure.
do want to, because this doesn't happen very often, I want to take this opportunity. First, Svengoolie is great fun. Watch out for the rubber chickens. Absolutely. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep this on. I had forgotten how much I hate this hat because it's well fitted, but it kind of squeezes my head. It will not blow off. It is well fitted, but I'll get a headache over the course of the night. But I wanted to bring in, while Ruby is here, because people don't usually get a chance to thank Ruby for her gifted membership. And Andrea Black received notification of her gifted membership, and she is here to thank RubyHoove directly. So I wanted to make sure I brought up that comment. And Ruby, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but on the in the comments for my liquid lunch from yesterday, you had gifted a membership to Lynn Green during that show. She came in and commented and thanked you, and she thanked you again in today's chat as well for her gifted membership. So I want you to know how much you are appreciated, Ruby. Boomer, second movie that you wanted to mention.
I'm just going to mention it because I go back and forth because Phenomena is my personal favorite, but I would argue the greatest horror movie of all time is Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. The plot line of this movie is Joe the Plumber opens the gateway to hell. I'm not joking. That's what it's about.
That is... so is this like Mario meets Doom or something like that?
No, it's basically like it starts out in 1930s Nolans, and a bunch of townspeople find this warlock that's staying at this hotel, and they basically says, "You're an ungodly warlock," and they crucify him alive to a wall in the basement, and then pour hot lye over him. Because they think he cursed the town, which he probably did. And then it fast forwards to 1980, and this young woman inherits the hotel, and bad things are happening. There's zombies and tarantulas tearing out people's eyes, and
wow,
it's bad. It's bad juju. Okay, it's not good, and
I understand.
It's like slime on the floor that's going after this poor little girl that's oozing out from her mom's head as acid, a jar of acid.
Oh God! Okay.
It's just every 5 minutes something horrible happens in this movie. It's wonderful.
And 5 will get you 10 that this is available on Tubi. Am I right?
I think The Beyond is, yes. I think you can watch it right now. Yes.
I'm not surprised. Thank you so much, Mystic Dahley Plays, for gifting a membership to Paula Viter Gamer. Welcome to membership. Thank you so much, guys. I'm telling you, today, those of you that joined me for Liquid Lunch today and yesterday, been feeling a little bit down about where I've been on as far as my goals for the channel. I have a goal of reaching 100 members by the end of the year and 2,000 subscribers. And I haven't really been seeing the growth. But in fact, I was joking, not joking, just sharing that I saw my subscribers going up and down between 1,669 and 1,670. So it was going up, down by 1. And then suddenly I lost 2 today. And I was like, oh. And so I typed out, on the community tab, just feeling a little rough about that. And got some encouragement from y'all. And then you come in here and you're like, just encouraging the hell out of me with gifted memberships and people joining and stuff. You guys just have made my Halloween, or shall we say Samhain, which brings us to Christoph, who you have a stream where you talk all about the history of Halloween, right? And it's Samhain, what do you call it? Background and so forth. It was a live stream that you did.
Yes. Back when I had an actual crew physically here with me, we had a live stream weekly show from one side to the other, and we did an episode about Halloween, and I kind of cheated because I talked about Halloween, but I also talked about how every major culture throughout history has some big fall or autumn festival thing.
Yep.
The modern incarnation is Halloween, or I've heard some people say it's pronounced Samhain, the other Halloween.
Samhain, yeah. Well, actually, let me not take that strong a stand on it, because we're going to get to somebody who's going to tell us how to pronounce it in just a moment. But okay.
Right. But yeah, no, that was one of my favorite episodes too, because I ticked everybody off.
When people get pissed off by facts, that's their problem, not yours. But so, what is your favorite horror movie, Christoph? I know that's like making you try to choose between your children, but
Yeah. I want to say it would have to be The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Not because I am that old, but so it's very funny.
1950 something or other.
50,
I'm willing to bet that Big Al's going to tell us if no one else does. But
yeah, I'm terrible at dates. Don't ask me to remember.
Yeah.
Geez, my parents weren't even born when that movie came out. But so my family has always been card-carrying members of the dark side. The first book I ever read was a Goosebumps. I would stay up late and watch Tales from the Crypt. So
sure.
The funny thing is that my mom, any other form of media was fine for horror.
Mm-hmm.
Books were fine. Mm-hmm. Games were fine. Not movies. She was so particular about what movies I could watch. And I mean, obviously I want to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. I want to watch, Friday the 13th. And those were rated R.
Right.
But by the current modern standards, the Universal Classic Monster movies are all actually rated G.
Yep.
They are G by comparison.
Yep. True.
And so I was introduced to them. And I loved The Creature because he was the most not human. Frankenstein's monster was basically a man. The Wolf Man, I mean, you see him change. He's still a dude. He's just hairy now.
Right.
It was so insane to see a monster, a literally
a non-human. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also, just the work that went in behind the scenes of that movie. People joke that they had to film in Hawaii. I'm not sure which island it was on, but a lot of people joke they had to film at Hawaii so that the cast and crew wouldn't revolt. Because at least they could say, hey, you're in Hawaii.
True.
One of, if not the first, I'm sure someone will correct me on this, one of, if not the first film that actually had live filmed, recorded scenes underwater, including a fight, a battle scene at the end.
Yes.
But yeah, no.
When you know the behind the scenes on that movie, it is incredibly impressive. It really is. You're absolutely right. I did want to acknowledge Mystic Dollar Plays says one of my two favorite movies are Jeepers Creepers 1, the first Jeepers Creepers movies. Interestingly, a lot of people know that. Well, you can see Frank here and Dracula here. I collect a lot of the Mego, at least the monsters and the DC superheroes. Mego has the rights to a lot of different things, and they of course put out all the Universal monsters, but then they started getting the rights to more recent stuff, and Jeepers Creepers was one of them. And I'm not sure. I think the rights on the Night of the Living Dead figures went to Figures. Was it Figures Toy Company? I can't remember, but they were also the Mego style action figures, which was actually pretty cool. In fact, Figures Toy Company had a build your own action figure of zombies, where you could like swap out heads and different levels of
Like a Lego set for zombies.
like a Lego set, kind of, but except for Mego action figures. Yeah, and you said the only ones that gave you nightmares as a kid. Yeah, last night I was talking about my favorite, not my favorite, my first, which was I think it was Poltergeist. That one kind of freaked me the hell out. Little 8-year-old Troy. That one wasn't good for me. I want to say hi to Enigma Severus, who says Happy Halloween, and also love you guys. Enigma, drink responsibly. But we love you too. Filmed in Wakulla Springs, just south of Tallahassee, with the FSU swimmer in the rubber suit. Yeah, there was a lot of because some of those scenes from Creature from the Black Lagoon were actually filmed in Universal Studios too. So it's just different things filmed in different places. Another movie that had some pretty great editing, because you can't tell that from watching it. Anything with Vincent Price is my pick for Halloween. I'm with you, girl. Absolutely on that one.
Troy, I forget his name, but I did briefly meet the leading man from Creature of the Black Lagoon. Not the monster, but like the romantic interest guy.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, they were doing a special showing at a community college, and Bob Briggs, the drive movie critic, was doing a presentation at the college, and he was there, and I actually sat next to him and talked to him for a little bit. But
because of all the conventions, because of all the conventions that Netter and I have been to, especially working security and whatnot, we've met a lot of people that were in horror movies, but were also in Star Trek. So, for example,
a lot of crossover, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, for example, we did security and actually had lunch with Madchen Amik, who you probably know from Twin Peaks. She played Shelley, but she was in an episode of Star Trek, The Outrageous Conan, and that was her in for that particular convention, because she was really there to talk about the movie Sleepwalkers with the Stephen King film, and met Tony Todd a whole bunch of times because he was Kern, Worf's brother, but he was also Candyman, filmed here in Chicago, and he did a special premiere of the movie at a theater in one of the ritzy towns here. I went and saw him there, which was pretty cool. But anyway, just sharing that, my little story. Did anyone see the 13th Ghost, and what did you think? I have not seen it. I know it's a remake. I think I saw the original. And if you want to see a great review of it, Blaine over on Critic List was talking about it on his stream yesterday. Let me move on to the Horror King. Horror King, what is your favorite? I think we talked about this last night, but now you can tell a new audience. What is your favorite horror film, and how do you pronounce Samhain? Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Okay, I'll start with the horror movie. So my favorite horror movie is actually Cursed. Well, it might change later on down the line.
That's
but
the Japanese one that you recommended to us last night? Yeah, well, Netter and I watched it. We watched
I even sent that same trailer to, I think, Mystic Dollar Plays here in the live chat earlier today, I think, or it was yesterday I sent it to him. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time because it's so well done. And for a movie that's 21 years old this year, it actually holds up really well.
There you go. I like that.
As for the...
Wait just a second. Jesse Guajardo says, I've got 3 favorite scary movies. The Bloob, the remake. I like The Bloob. The Bloob sounds like it would be a lot of fun. I'm just picking on you, Jesse. I know what you mean. Return of the Living Dead. And 54, 56 Godzilla. Oh, those are the years. Those aren't how many Godzilla movies there were. Never mind. And Mark Daly met Tony Todd at your last Motor City Comic Con in 05. The epitome of a gentle. Yeah, he's a heck of a nice guy. And he really did. He played into the whole Klingon thing for the audience. Really did. I saw the remake of the 13th Ghost, and it's my number 4 on my list. There you go. So anyway, yeah, what was the name of it? It was The Cursed. What year was that? That was 2000...
2004.
2004. Because there's a lot of movies called Cursed, guys. I kind of ran into that when I was looking.
Yeah, for those of you that want to check it out, it's called Cursed 2004. Just put in Cursed Japanese film into YouTube. You'll find it. It's on the platform, so go nuts.
So let me share this with you, Horror King. So Netter and I watched it last night. And I can see what you liked about it. Not going to put it on my favorites list, though. And Netter, I don't want to speak for you, but you didn't really care much for it last night, did you?
Oh, I can't hear crap because I'm still not in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the movie last night? No, I thought it sucked.
Sorry, man. She didn't like it.
It's like it made no sense.
I gotta
seemed
switch
to jump
hands.
around.
I'm starting to get up.
I started getting confused about, wait, is that the girl from the shop or is that somebody else, whatever? It's like, okay, let me preface.
You're not saying they all look alike.
Hey.
I was just about to say, I'm not saying that all Asians look alike. And it's like, but of course my husband decides to step over my lines. But there were...
Otherwise I wouldn't get the joke in.
There were several girls that had the same hairstyle, so it was confusing. It's like, is it that one or this one? Or is that the girl from the store? Is this somebody new? Like, there's one part where the girl with short black hair was being strangled by a train track. It's like, is that the girl from the store or is that somebody else? I had no clue. I couldn't follow it. I hated it.
Well, this was another thing that you had mentioned.
And you got no conclusion. It's like,
that's what I was getting to.
What?
You brought this up last night, and I just was pointing out, Japanese films are not, horror films, are not the same as American horror films. American audiences, I was telling her this last night, Western audiences want the whole backstory. Why is this person a ghost? How did this curse start? Where does it come from? And why are these people now cursed? How does this curse work? I want to know all the rules. And that's not what the Japanese do. They just do, scary thing happens. You don't know why. Deal with it.
It's like, I didn't need to know the backstory per se.
I
but
get it.
I wanted to know, okay, this one woman was being chased by some tall guy with a sledgehammer. Did he kill her or just scare the shit out of her? You know, like, what was going on there? And it's like, other people, like, we actually did see a couple people get killed.
Right.
The naked guy taking a shower, he got killed. But it's like, okay, what about the others of this? Were they just, you know, imagining things and they had a psychotic break, but they're fine?
You had another question, too, and it was like, does everybody that go into the store end up getting cursed and killed, or is it just certain people? And is it just people that hit 999 yen
or 666
or 666 yen or what the thing? And I'm like, you know what? It's a mood piece, you know, just, we got to deal with it. Anyway, Horror King, I just wanted to give you that feedback that we had seen the movie last night.
That's fair.
I want to see it. I'm going to watch it.
Okay,
it's on YouTube for free.
It is. It's on YouTube.
I'm a big fan of Jew on the Grudge, so I may want to check this one out. Yeah.
There is a segment in this movie that does seem, well, I don't want to say it's homaging The Grudge because I think they're all drawing from the same Japanese folklore about
yes.
So I don't want to mislead, but yeah, check it out. And in last night's stream, I dropped the link so you can find it, but you can find it. It's 2004, The Curse. If you don't see Japanese writing at the beginning, you got the wrong one. Yeah. Ruby says 13 Ghosts is a great movie, suspense and horror, very visual. I mean, I like the original one. Like I said, I'll have to check out the remake. I'm fine with that. We are all not Jackie Chan. We can't be all the same. Yeah, right. Different skill sets, let me tell you. Ghost Ship is tied with House on Haunted Hill in 1999 for number 5 on my list. Yeah, Ghost Ship is a good one. That's a great one. If you want a Japanese movie, look up the Grudge movie. Yeah, the original one. It's so good. It's called Ju-on. Yes, exactly. Ju-on and Ringu. I mean, if you liked the American versions, I recommend check out what they are based on. And again, the differences are Western audiences, Eastern audiences, right? Because those movies, again, did not need to outline the whole story of why the girl was cursed and why the videotape works the way it does and all the other things and the Grudge, the house, and all of that. It doesn't matter. It's a ghost and it's coming to kill you, and it's scary. You just got to deal with it. But did you have a second favorite, since you did talk about that one yesterday, Horror King?
One of my second favorites would probably be any of the films that came out between the 70s and 80s. But if I had to pick another specific one, either Nosferatu, 1922-23, the year is kind of debatable because no one can seem to agree on it. Or the first Dracula and Frankenstein, which came out the same year.
Yes, they did. If you really appreciate the original Nosferatu, the silent film, get over to Midnight's Edge. They have a high definition restoration of it with a new restored soundtrack and corrected color tinting. Most people don't realize that black and white films aren't truly black and white. They are color tinted. It's just that they're monochrome. And those colors are important for storytelling reasons. Like if it's set at night, if the scene is nighttime, it'll be cast in blue. If it's outside during the day, it's cast in yellow, and so forth. And there was a couple of scenes in the easily available version of Nosferatu where the color tinting was reversed, and the guys over at Midnight's Edge corrected that, so definitely check it out. 13th Child, how are you doing? What are you sipping on? And what is your favorite horror movie?
Well, I am sipping on a polar grapefruit water, ruby red grapefruit.
That's good.
And I think that two of my favorite horror movies, one, I would not call it a horror movie. I would actually describe it as a scary movie. It's actually on Netflix. It's called I Am That Pretty Thing That Lives in the House. The movie is very atmospheric. The director and cinematographer used darkness as if it was another character on screen.
Interesting. That is absolutely interesting. I would imagine if that's the case, then you probably have a lot of the Alfred Hitchcock effect, right? Where what you don't see is scarier than what you actually see.
And they do a very amazing thing where the character, our main character, this young girl who's taking care of this old lady who was this horror and suspense writer, and she's very sick in the house, so it's just her and the old lady in the house. But they have the thing where they will film her being in the perspective very clear, and the background where the room is dark, very clear, but everything else is out of focus.
That's very clever. That's great cinematography. That's really thinking it through. Mr. Dollard says, I'm going to put it out there. Did anyone see the 8 or 9 movies of Resident Evil starting in 2002 and ending in like 2014, 2016, something like that? Any Resident Evil fans here on the panel?
I am a Resident Evil fan. The games, the movies all suck ass. Sorry.
Okay.
How about you?
I am going to interject and say that the movies grew on me. The first couple were
like fungus.
No, here's what it was. I recognize them that these are not the games; they're their own thing. But what I saw them as, these are modern B movies. How we said B movies in the 50s and whatever, and I realized, well, this is the modern equivalent of that, because by the time you get to Resident Evil 3, the third one, it's like the whole it's like a Dawn of the Dead thing where like everything's wiped out, and then evil Albert Wesker from the games, he's in the movies, and he's actually is Albert Wesker. They didn't mess with that, and
Yeah.
and then the end of the third movie, Alice Mila Jovovich discovers that that she's a clone, and that there are all these other clones of her, and there are hundreds and hundreds of Mia Jovovich clones. And then at the beginning of the fourth Resident Evil movie, you have hundreds and hundreds of Mia Jovovich clones assaulting the Umbrella headquarters in Tokyo, and it was incredible.
Which movie is that? Which one is it?
It was the fourth one in the series.
The fourth one is the one you got to see. Then, if there's 1,000 Mila Jovovich's clones,
well, no. And the brilliant thing is, they all get killed when Wesker blows up the facility. And the original Alice Mila Jovovich, she's the only one that survives. But I'm sorry, I thought, hey, I'm getting tired of movies that they give you these endings, these big cliffhanger endings, especially in that. Looking at you, DCU, where they promise something and it doesn't happen, and then all of a sudden we have hundreds of Mia Jovoviches assaulting the. And I get how people who like the games got angry because the films deviated, but I just kind of rolled with it after a while, and they grew
hundreds of Mila Jovoviches, so many bad movies. That's funny.
I love the Three Musketeers she was in too. I don't care.
I didn't see it, so I can't really speak to that. So now I got another question for you guys, and this one is kind of related. Not favorite movie, but favorite, I guess we'll call it subgenre of horror, because there's different kinds of horror movies. So starting with you, Aged Boomer, what would your favorite genre of horror be?
Okay, because you have like your slasher movies, you have your ghost movies, haunted house movies, things like that. What's my go-to? I tend to like a lot of the gothic horror movies, the ones that came out in like the 50s and 60s. Kind of the revival, like for a while you had the Universal movies, and then they kind of became... People started making fun of them.
More of the Hammer horror type things too.
Later on, but also the Roger Corman, Edgar Allan Poe movies and the Mario Bava movies. So I guess the Gothic movies don't disappoint. I mean, as a genre, because I'm like, is every Hammer movie great? No. But is Hammer as a studio great? Yes. And same goes, I think, for the Corman movies. The atmosphere of those movies, I really enjoy the Technicolor, everything. So... yeah, I might go with Gothic right now. That may change, but for now, and they're actually my favorite type of horror movie to watch around Halloween time are the like Hammer and Roger
those are kind of
movies and things. Yeah, kind of.
Those are kind of evergreen. I kind of get what you're saying there. How about you, Christoph? What would your favorite genre be? I think I know, but I'm not positive.
Okay, so this is kind of a split, and I'm going to cheat.
Okay.
Science fiction, the mad scientist specifically, is a very special trope to me. Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, things like that. But I suppose if I have to choose a specific subgenre, I'm going to be honest with you, I find humans painfully boring. I like creature features. I want monsters.
I dig it.
I've seen humans bleed. You know what I mean? I've seen humans that they pop their hip out of place. It's like, we're actually not that impressive of a species. I'm sorry to say. I'm sure someone will take offense to that. But no, I like creature features. I want monsters. I want something that I don't have to deal with, at my day job. Like, when you have to teach someone, I'm sorry, but when you have to teach someone how a push cart works in a Target parking lot, they're not going to bother you anymore.
When you just read what some people write on the internet, the level of stupid that's out there is just. Thank you, sweetheart. I was broken and she fixed me.
So the genre is monster movie, I believe, right, or creature features? Because like Jaws, I would consider a monster movie, and I would also consider Godzilla a monster movie. So yeah, kind of the same thing.
Godzilla, I'd agree with you. I would kind of argue Jaws is a animal's attack, a nature unleashed.
Right.
Sort of. Though the beautiful thing about horror is that all these subgenres are interconnected. And there's a
Right.
lot of, if you'll pardon the expression, there's a lot of bleeding
Right.
in
Yeah.
horror.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would necessarily call Jaws a creature feature. I'd say
I
that's
gotcha.
more nature. Nature run amok, nature unleashed is what some people call it.
Like Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
I am going to
Ouija
warn
shark.
you right now. I will defend that movie. So, and I don't care if you're a werewolf. I will fight you, buddy.
I've not seen it, so I'm not judging it one way or the other. Okay.
Okay, hold on, real quick. My one complaint with Cocaine Bear, sincerely, I thought it was tame. It was not as absurd and ridiculous as I want a movie called Cocaine Bear to be.
Right.
Well, there's always
I
Meth
get what you're
Gator.
saying.
There's always Meth Gator.
Meth
right?
Gator.
I don't
Yes,
know if that
exactly.
ever came out.
Was heroin raccoon a thing, or was that just a joke online?
It might have been, but I'll tell you what. Nowadays it absolutely could be made. Comic book villain Justin Hammer was designed to resemble Peter Cushing, and named Hammer in tribute to the Hammer horror films. I did not know that. That's very interesting. And thank you so much, Joe's Atmosphere, for $2. Mila Jovovich's best bad movie is Ultraviolet. I have never seen it.
Ultraviolet.
Yeah.
Ultraviolet.
I have no memory. I have no memories of this place. I don't remember
I'll have
that
to
one.
check it out.
She's basically it's superhero vampire in the future dystopia, and like the disease they got it was like vampirism. So they
Interesting.
and it was, and she's just kicking butt in that movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. And it was called Ultraviolet, but the movie is ultraviolent, yes, because she kills a lot of people. But in fact, I think she drives a motorcycle through a window into a helicopter. I don't know. It's all sorts of things. Yes.
Sounds like fun to me. Enigma Severus says Congo from 1995, or as Tom Connors says it, Congo. And it had Horror King Bruce Campbell to start it off. Yeah, that's right. Oh, let's face it, anything with Bruce Campbell, that could almost be a subgenre in and of itself. Waiting for the sequel to Cocaine Bear, Cocaine Gator. Yeah, because there had to be something downstream, right? Bruce Campbell was a victim at the start of the movie. Yep. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Dollard. He gifted a membership to, this one's appropriate for tonight, Werewolf Jeebus. Welcome, Werewolf Jeebus, to membership. Thank you so much, Mystic Dollard. I super appreciate it so much. So let's go to the Horror King. Horror King, what is your favorite genre of horror film, or subgenre, I suppose?
I don't think I actually have a favorite.
Oh, come on. Give it a try.
Well, if I had to really pick something, probably the ones that kind of have an impact on you. Like, kind of like The Grudge or The Ring, the Japanese ones.
Ones that kind of stay with you and kind of haunt you at the risk of...
those ones. The ones that have a creepy atmosphere. I suppose they would probably be my favorite, but I don't know if that counts as a subgenre, so...
I think Japanese horror or Asian horror counts as a subgenre, but they deal a lot with ghosts in those cultures too, so I almost think like the Ghost movie, that might be...
And what's interesting is there... Oh, go ahead.
I actually just finished watching a movie not that long ago called Oddity. It's an Shudder original movie that's based in Ireland.
Very cool.
Interesting. Real quick, I want to say goodnight to the main producer of the show tonight, RubyHoove. She says, sleep is calling. Happy Halloween, ghouls and gals. Take care, RubyHoove. Thank you so much. You I can't even express to you how much I appreciate you. I really, really do. I also want to say hi to the Horror Cat Dad, who you know, he's got his priorities all messed up. He decided to go to a Halloween party tonight instead of coming on panel and hanging out with us, but he was invited. I don't want you to think I didn't invite him. He had something better going on with the missus. Let's be honest. I kind of.
So what you're saying is we're not important enough for him.
Well, when you consider he's doing something with his wife, I'm going to say, well, I kind of understand, you know. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I was trying to make a joke, but it
no,
kind
no,
of
no,
fell flat in its face.
you're absolutely you're absolutely right. But I was kind of trying for the same joke. But then when I started thinking about it, I'm like, you know, I hope you had a lot of fun, my friend. I really, really do. But hey, he at least promised that he was going to stop by, so so he did. So thank you so much,
That's
my
fair.
friend. I love the first 4. I didn't know there were that many Tremor movies. Oh
That's
my gosh,
a good one.
I didn't even remember that. But yeah, so let's go to I Am the 13th Child. What is your favorite genre of horror movies?
Well, let me start by saying I would rather watch Cocaine Bear than Jaws. Yes, I said it. Come at me, internet.
No, that's fine. I'm just a little surprised. Do you want to qualify that at all, or just nah? That's just how it is.
I thought Jaws was highly overrated. I found it pacing boring. I thought the shark looked stupid. I thought everybody in this movie was stupid, and I got sick and tired of that. Dun 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 dun
How
dun
old
dun
were
dun
you
dun.
when you
I was
saw
ready
it?
to blow my head off.
How old were you when you saw it, though?
14.
Yeah, see, I was like, I don't know, like 8. And I was afraid to go into a wading pool after that. Christoph, what are you thinking there?
I was 5 when I watched Jaws for the first
And did
time.
it freak you out a little bit?
Oh, honey, I didn't bathe.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. If you're young enough, that freaks you the hell out. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I probably would not have had the reaction to Poltergeist that I did if I'd seen it when I was like 14, 15 years old. 8-year-old little Troy nearly messed himself when that guy starts peeling his face off. You know, I mean, it just Mom's like getting ready to take me out. Okay, I'm gonna interrupt you. I'm sorry, 13th Child. We'll come back.
Okay.
But and in fact I'm going to mute you because you got some background noise there. But I am going to take this opportunity to tell a story that I alluded to earlier on. Okay, so I went to see Poltergeist with my mother. I know I told this story on an earlier stream. Went to see Poltergeist with my mom when it first came out, and between the clown and the tree outside the kid's window, and then that guy peeling off his face, I flipped out and I wanted to leave. And she said, "No, I want to see the end of this movie." So we stayed at the back. I listened to the movie. She watched the movie. Okay. Then a few years later, I went to see. Was it later? I don't know. I lose track of when these movies came out. Friday the 13th, Part 3. It came out in 3D. I went to see it. It was summertime, and I went to see it with my uncle and my aunt. And I was so freaked out by it. I watched it without my, younger people. When you watch horror movies that you're having a hard time watching, how do you watch them? Like this. You watch it through the lattice of your fingers. Like somehow that protects you somehow. Well,
I've never done that.
I did. I know a lot of people do. And I watched Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D without the 3D glasses, which basically means it was completely blurry. I couldn't see anything. I kind of had an idea of what was going on, and that was good enough. And so I'm sitting between my uncle and my aunt, and my aunt is like, oh, okay, the scary part's over. You can watch it now. And I'd start to put on my glasses, and my uncle would be like, she's lying. Don't listen to her. Now, this is very interesting. This is very interesting because my uncle normally was the like alpha male type, always picking on me, trying to toughen me up. But he passed up all the opportunities to pick on me in this way. It was my Aunt Debbie that was picking on me.
So your aunt was a bitch.
In this particular, normally she wasn't. It was like they had reversed roles.
Yeah,
and I didn't understand it. And I was telling Grandma about this later, and she's like, "Oh." She said, "Let me explain to you why your uncle was being so nice to you and protective of you." Going back in time to when the movie Psycho came out at the theaters, and my uncle went to see was in I can't remember if he was in high school or grade school, but he went to see it with his baseball team. And he was the one that was elected to go get the concessions at about the 1/3 point or midway or whatever it is. So he's coming back with the tray of popcorn and soda and all this kind of stuff. And he's bopping down the aisle with all the food. And as he's coming into the theater, it's the shower scene. So he's getting close to where all of his buddies are sitting, and and he goes, and he throws the popcorn, and it goes flying all over, sprays it all over his friends and whatnot. And my grandmother said, he never lived that down. So that's why he got to be Mr. Tough Guy, but that's also why he's being so understanding of you in similar circumstances. I'm like, wow, I learned something about my uncle. That's pretty cool. Because otherwise my uncle's kind of a dick. But anyway, which is funny because that's actually his name. Anyway, so Christoph, I don't think I let you finish. What is your favorite genre?
It wasn't Christoph. It was I am the 13th child.
Are we on to the 13th child? I'm sorry. 13th child. What is your? Yeah, that's where I left off. Thank you, Netter. What is your favorite genre in your opinion?
I would like sci-fi horror. Things like It Came from Outer Space, Plan 9 from Outer Space,
Sure.
The Blob. These
What's
kind
the
of
one-
sci-fi horror. War of the Worlds, to me, is a sci-fi horror.
Yeah, sure. What is the one? It was a Universal film. Big blue alien, big bulbous eyes, pincers. Do you know which one I mean?
This Island Earth.
Was
This
it
Island Earth?
I think that was It Came from Beyond.
Okay. I forget. That
Was the professor from Gilligan Island in that movie?
I don't remember. All I remember is the alien, because when I got all of my Mego Universal figures, that was one of them. That was like the last one that I got, and I only got it to be a completist. I've never actually seen the movie, so I don't know. But yeah,
I think that it was called It Came from Beyond.
Sir Torrance says, I learned something about you today, Uncle Dick. You're a giant candy ass, young Troy. Yes, exactly. That's kind of true. It's absolutely true. I learned so much about my relatives from listening to them talking about each other. My uncle had a story about my grandmother, about how he had done something. He had sassed her or something, and she came after him, and he said, look, I was in high school at the time. He was literally a linebacker. He was, big muscular guy. And she came at me with a belt, and I ran. I ran up the stairs. I hid under the bed. She came and she threw the bed off of me and started whipping me. And I'm like, holy crap. My grandmother is a little bitty thing. She's like half as tall as I am. She's little, but yep. He said, no. I made that mistake once. Never again. But
Size matters not.
No, not when you're an Italian nonna. I just, no, I gotta
Or Yoda.
My mother was the same way.
Yeah. So, okay, real quick. This is going to be real quick around the horn. Grandmothers and mothers, what was it they hit you with? Aged Boomer.
Oh, heck. I'm trying to remember if I was ever hit. I was usually a pretty good kid. I seem to recall a paddle at some point, like maybe a ping pong paddle, but I don't remember it was a ball.
Good for you.
Okay.
How about you, Christoph? What did you get hit with as a kid?
Apple core.
What? How does that even work?
I was dumb enough to not duck when my grandmother approached me. That's how it happened. Now, to be fair, I was good at not getting caught, so I didn't really get beatings. My grandfather would threaten me a couple times, but he never actually did. But there was one instance where I guess I said the wrong thing back to my grandma, and she had an apple core in her hand, and she introduced it to the structural integrity of my skull.
Gotcha.
That sounds
okay,
painful.
that's fair. That's wild. Horror King, what about you? What did you get hit with?
I'd rather not say. Might not be YouTube friendly.
Okay, that's fair. But you did receive some sort of pawpaw.
More than I'd like to admit, yes. And it wasn't just me, it was my older brother as well.
Oh, especially the older brother, I should imagine.
Myself and my older brother got the brute force brunt of my mother and sometimes my father, but the two of us...
who I was asking. Irish. I forgot. I should have known. Yes. Okay.
My father and my mother essentially targeted me and my older brother more often than my younger brother and my sister.
There you
I'm
go.
not going to say any more about that because I know my family watches my content from time to time, so I'm not going to say any more than this.
Okay.
I don't want to let myself into any more hot water than need be.
Let me bring in the beautiful Netter of Netters Network. She has been struggling for the past hour and 15 minutes. We're actually late for the sponsorships, but everyone, let's have a round of applause for the beautiful lady who finally actually made it. I'm sorry, Netter. Was it the platform that you were having problems with?
EVMux would not connect to the internet for me.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm connected everywhere else.
So I am sorry. I thought you were having computer problems. Otherwise, I would have said this.
I restarted 3 times just to make sure.
That's okay. I had a similar problem before we went live tonight. I could not, and it wasn't EVMux in general. It was specifically this studio. I went into Geeky Geezers, and then I switched to Last Call, and that ended up working for me. I'll address this again with EVMux after the stream, but let me finish the topic at hand. 13th child. What did Mom and Grandma come at you with?
Grandma never hit me. My dad whooped me once, but my mother was an extension cord. And if you ran from her and tried to hide from her, she would unhook that extension cord and use it like Indiana Jones whip.
Oh, geez. Yeah, and those things. Yeah. Those hurt. Those absolutely hurt. Netter, did you ever get
one time
the
I
pawpaw?
ran.
Wait, yeah, go ahead.
Remember one time I ran from her and I hid behind a chair that was facing the corner, so I knew she couldn't get me, which I was wrong. My ass was in the air, my head was down, and when she whipped that thing, all I kept up was that end of the extension cord that plugs into the wall hitting me on the ass.
Oh, there you go.
Ouch.
Netter, did you ever get the pawpaw from the...
Pawpaw?
Yeah, well, that's what Grandma used to call it.
I never knew my grandparents, so...
Okay, that's fair.
I can't do that. But my mom, if she didn't use her hand, she used the belt.
Yep.
And once, because she couldn't find the belt, she grabbed the nearest object, which was a coat hanger, and beat the stuffing out of my sister with it.
No wire hangers!
Nice reference.
Extra point. Hey, I was just going to say extra points if you know where that comes from.
That's a horror movie. Mommy
It kind
Dearest.
of is. And that was one of my grandmother's favorite movies, too.
Oh, it's awful. Okay.
So I just shared this story about my grandmother, right? But yeah, kind of like some of y'all shared. Grandma in my instance, wasn't the one that came in. I swear, I thought one of you blokes was going to say something about a sandal or a shoe, because that's usually what I usually hear from people. But maybe that's an Asian thing. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's not a.
I wish it was a shoe.
Oh yeah, well there you go. My mom. Okay, so I'm very similar to Agent Boomer, where I was a pretty good kid and usually didn't get hit. There was one time, my mom hit me, and it was actually an accident. She thought I was my brother.
What?
Yeah. So let me back up again. Regular viewers of the channel know my brother was autistic. He never grew up, and he was a real hellion. He was prone to tantrums and all kinds of things. And one year at Christmas time, we didn't have a fireplace for hanging up the stockings. We had one of those cardboard build yourself,
Which
you know,
we
every
still
year.
have. It's in the
Which
garage.
we actually still have. We don't need it now because we've got a better fake fireplace. But anyway, it was a cardboard fireplace that we would hang the stockings on and some of the accoutrement on top. He had a tantrum and he knocked it over. Okay. And then he knew he was going to get hit. So he went and sat on the couch waiting to get hit. But before Mom addressed him, she went and she was picking it all up and putting everything back. I was going to go and help her. But I was a lazy teenager, and so instead of standing up and walking like an adult, I kind of crawled over. And she thought I was my brother, and she backhanded me. Bada boing! And I saw stars for a minute there. And I went back and I'm like, what the hell did I do? That was an exact quote. And she's like, oh, I thought you were your brother. And without missing a damn beat, she said, that was for something that you did that I didn't know about. And I'm like, I haven't done anything you didn't know about. I mean, geez, can't even say you're sorry. Damn it. But that was the one time. But yeah, it was the back of her hand. It wasn't a belt or anything like that. My mom actually did have a paddle that was that she used on my brother, because like I said, he was a problem child. And it was one of those. What do they call it? Like a novelty thing. It was it was wood. She had it hanging in the kitchen, and it had like a soft pillow on one side, and on that side it was stenciled Grandma's paddle, and on the other side it was stenciled Mom's paddle. And unfortunately, both Mom and Grandma used the Mom's side on him until it broke. They literally broke the paddle on his ass.
So what did they do after that?
They had me make a thicker one out of plywood. My brother was like, shit, that's going to kill me. I'm like, sorry, I got to do what I'm told, you know? I was in woodworking class. And my teacher's like, what's this for? I'm like, it's a novelty thing, you know.
My
Okay,
mother once used a cast iron frying pan on two of my brothers. They were fighting in the basement over a
on their
girl.
heads? Over a
Yeah, they
girl?
were fighting.
What's wrong with those
They
boys? Jeez.
no, they were going at each other. I mean, it was like we were watching the younger kids were watching them going at it. It was like watching the prize fight. They were going for it. My mother came home from work. My sister says, "Oh, Greg and George are downstairs fighting. They're fighting over a girl." My mother dropped her purse, went to the kitchen, grabbed that big, heavy cast iron frying pan, walked down the stairs, and as she was walking down the stairs, she said, "You boys better stop it." But they were into it. No, they got the blood was boiling. They were fighting. She walked right up to him and said, "I said stop it." They kept going. Boom, boom, fight's over.
Well, don't make me break my foot off in your ass. I'm telling you. Guys, I just realized I am way past due. I wanna drop the promos for what we got coming up this week, and then we will continue this conversation on the other side. Be right back in just under 3 minutes.
Talking.
Well,
You are watching Last Call.
I thought I was. Let's try this again. Never mind. It's not playing. I'm going to go with something else. Give me a second. Let me bring this up.
"15 days to stop the spread" initiative.
Bars and restaurants will be closed to the public starting at the close of business tomorrow.
I can't afford to lose you guys. You guys can hang in there?
I guess. I mean, it's just 15 days, right?
The government extended the lockdown again.
What are we gonna do?
How far in debt are we right now?
We need about $5,000. That's just to be caught up on everything.
You're here because you need something, right?
We need a job. Something that pays good and soon.
I don't think he's breathing. No. Is there another job we can do?
So do you want to hear about the job?
Does the job involve anything illegal?
Does it matter? You need the money, no?
How much is the pay?
Are you recording?
Sure, get up on the desk.
You got another job for us?
Can you serve cocktails?
Yeah, that's kind of our wheelhouse. But restaurants are all shut down.
This is no restaurant. This is a private club.
Where is it?
It is a secret. Only members know. I could have a driver come pick you up. You want to look hotter than hot.
All right, hop in.
Why?
Because you're not trusted to know the location. So hop in.
I can't believe we're doing this.
You don't think we're getting trafficked, do you?
All right, well, mostly these people just want to be served.
Put some wine here.
Take drink orders and try to be seen. Because you're not just servers, you're also eye candy.
Cheers. Cheers.
Is in the description below. You can check that out right now for free on Tubi. Robert James, right? Did I get the wrong name?
Yeah, Robert James.
Robert James films. Yeah, he decided to do that because of all the stuff that was going on during the coof, the jibby jab, the beer bug, whatever you want to call it these days. I know we can say it now on YouTube, but I'm so used to calling it by all the other nonsense names that there you go. Actually, a really good movie. And was that you, I Am the 13th Child, that said you wanted to see a sequel to that?
And I said he doesn't need to make a sequel. He should make a series about those girls and that bar.
That I would love to see that. That's absolutely true. But unfortunately, both of those girls have moved away and are not available for making further films. But I will tell you, that is a real bar, and their boss in that trailer is really the owner of that bar, so it really does exist.
And the guy who told him to get in the trunk is the writer, producer, director, Robert James.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. It's actually a really good movie. I was telling people before that Netter and I watched the movie. I was playing it, while I was doing some editing and stuff. Netter finished work, and she came downstairs, and I got it on the big screen. She's looking at it, and she goes, "What is this?" I said, "It's this movie, 15 Days. It was done by, somebody in the community on Culture Casino's channel." And she's like, I want to see this whole movie. You got to go back to the beginning now. And we ended up watching it. And I'm like, yeah, it's low quality and it's not really the best acting, but damn, it's a good story. I'm like, definitely. So why am I sharing it as a promo? Well, one, I think it's something you will like and want to check out. And secondly, Netter and I are going to be doing a watch party of it with Robert James doing commentary at some point in the future. I think he said Fridays were better for him.
Fridays were better for him. And he had mentioned something about possibly printing off one of the posters for this as a giveaway.
Yeah.
We're also planning on having another watch party of one of his film noirs, and we'll be having a giveaway of one of his DVDs.
Yep.
For that film noir at that time.
Absolutely. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun and something for you guys to look forward to. So yeah. So we've talked about horror movies. We've talked about horror genre. Oh, I just realized I hadn't. I hadn't gotten Netter's favorite horror genre. So let's go to her on that. What is your favorite horror subgenre?
Well, I like the ones like the others where you don't really realize, what's going on. It's like seems creepy supernaturally.
Yeah.
And then you see like this twist thing. I like those.
So I would say the others falls into that genre. The Sixth Sense.
I almost said the Sixth Finger.
I would also say the Babadook kind of falls into that genre as well. To the point where at the end you're kind of wondering if your whole interpretation of the film was legit.
And then if you watch it again, you're like, oh yeah, that's where that. Okay, and I didn't see that, and da da da.
Another one really is cool. This might be a stretch, but I'm going to say, and I know you haven't seen it yet, but we will be watching it probably on Live from Sparkwood in 21. The Skinamarink kind of.
I've been hearing a lot about it. If I recall, that's one that Deleted Scenes really likes.
It is, and it's although it's not a David Lynch thing, it is very much inspired by his style, and that's why I think it would be appropriate to watch it on Live from Sparkwood.
That is one comment I made last night when we were watching that weird Asian movie where I was like, did David Lynch have something to do with this? Because it makes no sense.
Yes, and I want to address well, let's just say somebody who is often in the chat on Live from Sparkwood in 21, who is continually accusing David Lynch of just being weird for weirdness sake, who also said that The Curse was one of his favorite movies. I'm sitting there watching it going, seriously? He loves this movie, and then he jumps all over David Lynch. I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Is that the name of the movie we watched last night? The Curse?
The Curse.
It made no sense. It was really hard to follow. And what was with the guy with the hood with no face?
He was...
was he the one causing all the issues?
I assume he was a representation of the monster.
It was just...
But the owners of that convenience store, the fact that it is a convenience store. So you got this convenience store, right? And you got this couple that's behaving like super, super weird. I'm like, this could totally be like in the Twin Peaks world. That's kind of how I felt watching this. I was like, what the heck? But
well, they're big fans of David Lynch in Japan.
I know that. I thought if I was watching it. What were you saying?
My big question about that movie that we watched.
Did
she ever finish the inventory?
I'm sure at a certain point she was like, screw this, I'm done, I'm out of here, I have no more. And I thought there was going to be something that came out of there's this scene where the birds fly into the window, and the owners of the convenience store are cleaning up the outside, and the wife is going, make sure there's no blood, make sure no blood is left. And then later on you have this scene where the guy is in the public bath, and as he's washing up, he looks and he sees this towel hanging on the other side that's dripping blood, and he's like, oh, that's gross. And he like throws water over there to rinse it away. And I'm like, are they going to establish some sort of a connection here? No, they never do. It doesn't really go anywhere. but it is what it is. So you like the not necessarily super scary, but the ambiance ones that really get you thinking.
Yeah, I like the thinkers. I mean,
Yeah.
anyone can do a slasher film.
Yeah, that's
hack
true,
slash whatever. But the ones that are like The Sixth Sense and others, where it's like, what the heck is going on here? What's really happening? Those ones I think are more scary actually than the slasher movies.
I dig it. I'm with you.
Because it's literally your mind is being blown.
I agree with her 100%. I definitely gravitate towards no specific subgenre other than if it captures my imagination. So I'm gonna kind of sit on the fence, kind of the way Horror King does. I'm gonna say I may not have a specific favorite, but if I was to look at those movies that I really like to analyze, because I like to analyze, it's going to end up being, those in the Hellraiser. The Hellraiser kind of falls somewhere between a slasher film and a cosmic horror type of thing, a Lovecraftian kind of thing. Somewhere in between those two. I like the idea of I know this is gonna hit a lot of people in my audience, kind of weird, but I like messaging that is done that makes you think, right? If you really start digging into the lore of Hellraiser and the backstory of Clive Barker, you come to realize that he is dealing with issues of gender, homosexuality, sadomasochism, in a horror setting. I find that intriguing, even though I am, not into that kind of stuff at all. I am into the cerebral element of it, and I think that's actually kind of pretty cool. Plus, I love the lore behind the lament configurations and Le Marchand and all that. Someone was going to say something.
I was going to say I thought Hellraiser was a love story, romance between
from
Frank
a certain
and,
point of view. From a certain point of view,
I mean,
right?
she sacrifices all that men to bring her lover back into the world, right?
I'm going to come back to this one in just a second. Mystic Dullard says, has anyone seen the Conjuring movies? We'll talk about the Conjuring movies in just a second. But I wanted to say hi to Bobby Blankenship, who said, Nadia sent me. Blame her. I do blame her. If Nadia doesn't show up, I'm going to totally blame her. Because, well... I did honestly tell her if she couldn't make it, I understand. She had her own stream. But I do thank you for stopping by, Bobby, and I hope you enjoy what we're doing here tonight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button at least, and I hope to see you around in the future. He goes on to say, pretty sure Barker was a cannibal, no evidence. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know about that, but he was... he's...
Horror with Nads in the chat.
Oh, Horror with Nads, I am here. Well, this is a little bit, maybe more information than I needed. Gotta pee, but I'll be right here. Oh, thank you so much, Horror with Nads. That's, I didn't need to know that, but thanks for sharing. That's fine. That's perfectly good. just...
You could say she's taking the piss.
She is taking the piss. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I like that. That's good. And I'm glad you said that too, Mr. Irish. But
see, I can get away with it because I'm Irish.
Because you're Irish, yes, exactly. Well, I am supposed to be able to say I'm Irish because my dad claims to be of Irish descent, but I think he was full of shit. I gotta be honest with you.
Well,
he was really a redneck, if you want to know.
Whereas on my side of the family, my mum's from Lancashire, England. My grandfather was Scottish. My grandmother was Welsh, and I'm a wee bit of Irish along the way.
She's got the most effed up accent when she taps into it. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Mostly my Scottish comes out from my grandfather.
Yeah, I love. I don't remember the girl's name, so I can't give her attribution. But there's this gal that's got a lot of shorts that show up in my YouTube stream. She's from Scotland, and she's got these little shorts about being Scottish or about being a redhead or being pale skinned or whatever. And she's got one. She says, "I've got all these questions coming in about what part of Ireland I'm from." She says, "Well, I'm wearing a shirt that tells you what part of Ireland I'm from." And it says Scotland. I'm like, oh, that poor girl. The poor girl.
That girl you mentioned, that wouldn't by any chance be Spaced Out Ginger, would it? Also, hi, Spino.
Really, really pretty. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Yeah, she's about the only Scottish person I know of that streams on YouTube and Twitch.
She's got a real thick brogue. I mean, it's really nice.
Yeah, that sounds like her. Unless I'm getting her mixed up with someone else.
Yep, absolutely. And thank you so much for being here, Spino Adri. Good to see you, my friend. I'm gonna do a real quick, just make sure I haven't missed anybody. And and she's a bit of a ground skipper, Willie, or that her brother. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't get the reference. But let's bring in the person that you most likely were actually here to see, not me. But let's bring in Horror with Nads, who honestly I am just meeting for the first time tonight. Welcome, Nadia. How are you doing? What you sipping on? And we'll get caught up.
So what do I have to say to take this stream down? Just kidding. just kidding.
You almost made me spew, and that's good.
I'm good. I actually don't.
I just wanted to bring you up big because I love The Crow, and this is just brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm not drinking anything. I actually don't drink alcohol. So
No. It doesn't have to be an adult beverage.
I'm drinking water.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Stay hydrated. That's perfectly okay.
My vices are not alcohol.
I won't put you on the spot in that regard. No worries there.
Oh no, it's all right. A little bit of Mary Jane, a little bit of shrooms. Get the party started. Yeah. So,
I am not here to judge, as I am on my. Well, I was gonna say my second drink, but the way these were poured, I'm really on my fourth drink. So we got to get caught up real quick. So just to everybody, just to share, Nadia and I are meeting for the first time. Welcome, Nadia.
Thank you.
And of course, up to your, from your point of view, up to your left, up for the rest of us, it's up to your right, is Netter of Netters Network. She's hoping to get you on a Thursday night sometime, if that's at all possible. So let's get you guys talking later on. But you just got done with this stream, so I don't know how long you can stay with us, but I thank you so much for putting in the double shot of espresso in order to hang out with me tonight. I super appreciate it. I caught a little bit of it before I had to jump on my own stream, but you were talking about Stranger Things. It looks like you and your posse over there are like Stranger Things super fans. Is that the case?
We've been doing something we call the Upside Down Rewatch. So we've actually covered since season 1 at the beginning of this year up till season 4's finale. That's what we were covering to lead into season 5. So we're preparing for season 5, which we're going to have watch parties, live discussions about and such. In between, we're doing a Deadpool stream about the characters, a tier stream, and a theory stream on it. So
fair enough. One of your friends, Bobby, is saying, weeds and gun, we carry open carry now. Haven't put it to the test because I'm a felon, but we can open carry now. Hey, Bobby, hit that subscribe button. I think you and I are going to get along real well. I'm a big 2A proponent, and I think just because you have been a bad boy, if you've paid your debt to society, you should not be stripped of your Second Amendment rights for life. Just saying.
And hello to Keely Chow.
Keely Chow, our friend from the future. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. But That what y'all talk about over there? Like you don't know. Like you don't.
Well, we were discussing, because I don't know if anybody's seen Stranger Things or the end of the episode for season 4, but there's a gun that's utilized by one of the characters in a standoff. It's called I have it. It's called the Judge. It's a huge, it's a big boy. So
yes.
We were talking about that, while we were over there comparing it.
I'm actually surprised that I haven't seen Brandon Herrera do a whole video on that. He did a great video. Actually, the reason I started following Brandon Herrera was because of a Star Wars related video that he did, where he was testing out a .22 pistol that was put out. I don't even remember what company put it out. It was an exact replica of the Mauser handled pistol that Han Solo fires.
Oh, very nice.
And, yeah, and so he was doing all these. He was dressed as Han Solo, and he had a guy on dressed as a stormtrooper who said, "Hey, can I shoot it?" And he's like purposely missing all the targets, and he's like, "Oh, it's this helmet." And he's like, "Oh, I guess it really is the helmet." Just playing around. Then Brandon Herrera does the ADD break where he. Normally what he does is he shoots at cans of White Claw, but in this case he was shooting at bottles of blue and green milk.
Oh, okay.
And what does he do? Bang, 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 and he shoots only the blue milk, and he leaves the green ones standing. And he turns to the camera and he goes, "You're probably wondering why I only shot the blue milk and not the green milk." He said, "The reason for that was I shot the ones that appeared in Star Wars movies."
Oh,
I'm like, subscribe. I'm on for this guy. Anyway. And if you are in his district in Texas, make sure you vote for him for your state representative. He's good.
My husband met him because my husband would go to SHOT Show because my husband was in the industry.
Oh yeah, if you went to SHOT Show, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
SHOT that's in Texas, right?
Vegas.
Well, yeah. Herrera's in Texas, so it's not. You could actually drive that, but
Yeah.
So I want to get you caught up. Let's get you caught up. I don't know how long I have you for, but let's because you're probably fading. I understand. I've been where you are. Full day of streaming. I've been
after a full day of work too. On top of it.
Well, this is my full-time job, so but anyway, but when you work for yourself, you work for an asshole, and so that's not an 8-hour day. That's like a 16, 20-hour day. Just saying. So I'm gonna hit you with the questions that I hit everyone else with and get you caught up. First, favorite horror film.
The Thing. It's why I had a career as a special effects artist. So yeah, it'd probably be The Thing.
So I'm guessing that you mean the John Carpenter remake.
John Carpenter's The Thing. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, that's fair. And I'm assuming that you have seen the other two films in John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy.
Oh yeah. John Carpenter. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. And then what is your? This is an interesting one. What is your favorite horror subgenre?
Oh, probably anything with theology in it, religious, like possession movies are
so like
my
The
favorite.
Exorcist, The Omen, those. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Or Ghost, probably like a mixture of those two. Those are probably my two favorite subgenres.
So we didn't touch on this, but since you brought it up, and I think Boomer, you probably relate to me on this one, the whole Catholic thing, right?
What?
Well, what? It's the
Amityville horror again? Is that what you're bringing up?
Yeah. The Exorcist, The Omen. These are the ones that weren't scary in terms of like jump scares or, I was talking about Poltergeist, the guy peeling off his face and that kind of crap. But the existential religious elements kind of freak out. It's just
like the devil, the all that stuff. Yeah. But
although No, go ahead. What were you going to say? You were going to say something.
Big fan Amityville Horror, though. Growing up, I used to catch that on Saturday afternoon. And it's
I have to always because we got a lot of new people here who haven't heard me say this, my take on Amityville Horror very different than it was back in the early 80s. Young Troy was freaked out by Jody the Pig and, all of that kind of stuff, right? And the bearded guy trying to kill Lois Lane and all that kind of stuff. But adult Troy goes back and let's back up. I rented it on DVD from Blockbuster Video. Oh, what a difference, Blockbuster Video. Brought it home to show Netter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Netter, I know you don't like horror movies much, but I want you to see this horror movie that I saw as a kid, because this scared me so much as a child. I think you should see it to kind of understand me a little bit. And but I'm right here. Don't worry.
What he didn't realize is that I had read all the books.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
But even worse,
all the Ed and Lorraine Warren books?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Wow, okay.
And even worse, we're halfway through the movie. We haven't really talked much. Halfway through the movie, she leans over to me and she says, "Have we gotten to the scary part yet?" And I'm like, honest, this scared the crap out of me as a kid. And she was right. I'm like, I don't see what's scary about it. And it was after the movie was over, I realized the things that scared little Troy were like I said, Jody the Pig and the, Gateway to Hell and all that.
What about the disappearance of the catering money that was rolled up with the little bill tag around it, and then they go looking?
Let me tell you,
it's like it's
as
gone.
an adult, I looked at it all different. I realized this was real estate horror. This was a family that bought a place with bad sewage and septic, backing up so it was leaking out of the walls, filling the front hallway with this smell of sewage so the priest gets sick. It's attracting flies. And I'm like, oh my God, the horror, they got to get that fixed.
Yeah, if you've ever been a homeowner, you understand.
Exactly, man.
Yes.
Exactly. See, that's my whole point. That's my whole point. Yeah. I get that. So yeah, there is that existential religious element. Christoph, you're chomping at the bit, right? Because I know you're not a religious guy, and you're like, nah, right? Go ahead.
So I have no problem with religious horror and stuff like that. I actually find theology very interesting. I do have to ask a religious question though.
Okay.
So your mother broke a paddle over your brother's backside.
Yes.
And you made her a new paddle. I have to ask, when did you change your name from Cain?
That's really good.
Honor your father and mother. That's what it is. Honor your father. My mother told me to do it. I had to do it. It was an obedience thing,
Brothers and sisters are fair game, though, apparently.
Oh, absolutely. I had my own problems with my brother. He was so I shared the story about, what he did to merit the paddle and everything, right? And why I got it over it. Okay. So he did the same thing one night. We slept in the same room, and in between our beds, we had a big credenza. And on top of that credenza, I had I can't remember if it was AMT or Ertel model kit that I had built, a 57 Chevy. It was beautiful. It was about this big. All the doors opened. You could swivel. The drivetrain worked. I had individual spark plug wires. It was beautiful. My brother knocked over that credenza and smashed the model. And my whole childhood was like that. So I had some issues with my brother. Let me just tell you.
Are you the younger one?
I'm the older brother. So,
Okay.
But he was severely autistic, and
Gotcha.
so he never, and he got away with so much because he was autistic, and it was just a rough situation. Okay, so in the chat, we got Spino saying, what about movies of dinosaurs or zombies? Is that a choice? Do we have to make a choice between those two?
Can it be zombie dinosaurs?
You can't
That's what I was thinking.
You can't mix the two.
That is kind of weird. How do you have zombies in a, pre-human era? That doesn't kind of work, but I don't know. If you're gonna do dinosaurs, look, I understand Jurassic Park and all that kind of stuff, but I love all the dinosaur, Lost World, King Kong, all those stop motion ones. Those were my dinosaurs. That's the kind of dinosaurs I loved.
Now,
If you can have sharks in a tornado, you can have zombie dinosaurs. I'm just saying, it can happen.
He makes a great point, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What were you saying, Netter?
Somebody had mentioned, and I don't remember if you addressed this or not, Final Destination movies, if there's any fans.
Okay, let me go around the horn. Age of Boomer, you've seen all of the Final Destination movies, haven't you?
I've not seen the newest one, but it's funny you mentioned that because I did get an entire set of them. They had them on sale, and it came with all the Final Destinations plus the newest one. So I'm going to try to check that out.
You know me, I have them all on DVD, and I've only seen like 2 or 3 of them, so I haven't. I'll get there.
I think I saw all 5 of the originals, but it's been a while. But yeah, I remember seeing those. I remember there was one DVD of them where it had Choose Who Lives and Who Dies was a special feature on the DVD. So you could actually alter things that happened in theatrical.
I miss that about
I think it's
DVDs.
lost media because I don't think they put it on the Blu-ray, unfortunately.
That is so sad because the use of the
DVD remote.
Yeah, is lost. There is a what's it called? Maybe it was never released on DVD. It wasn't. It was, there's an episode of Doctor Who. It was a special episode of Doctor Who called Attack of the Grask. And I want to say it was like a Halloween special. No, not Halloween. It was a Christmas special. And it was on streaming. You could watch it. It was playing on 2 channels. And you could make choices using your remote control between those 2 channels. And the doctor breaks the fourth wall to say, I'm giving you the power of the Sonic. It's built into your remote. And you could make choices. And I was like, man, this would be a great DVD extra. And they never released it on DVD to do that. And I feel like we're losing the whole physical media.
They missed a great opportunity.
Absolutely. But Christoph, the dinosaurs and zombies.
So zombies are basically just.
Oh no, yeah, we were on Final Destination. Sorry, yeah. Final Let's go back to Final Destination. Keep me on track, Netter. Thank you so much.
Back to me.
Oh yeah, you already said you.
All I wanted to say about Final Destination though is that those movies were, I believe, created by Len Morgan and James Wan, if I'm correct. Morgan and Wong.
Yes, you are.
Yes, and they were big creative minds behind a lot of X-Files episodes. They did a lot of the Monster of the Week episodes that were.
I see where you're coming from on that. Okay, that's your.
It was kind of neat, and I think they were also responsible for Space Above and Beyond. That was their other big show they did. I remember that.
There you go. Christoph, Final Destination.
Not a big fan, actually. I prefer the concept that they originally had. The original producer and writers. I'm just gonna say it. After so many, seeing tragedies and deaths. Death just isn't intimidating because it's really the only certainty. So the idea of what if the Grim Reaper just stubbed his toe and decided to screw with a bunch of obnoxious teenagers? Jason did it better. I'm sorry.
I dig it.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay, that's fine.
I like the concept as a drama that they originally wanted to do with the movie. As a slasher, it's a slasher without a charismatic killer. We like Jason, we like Freddy, and death is I mean, it's kind of
There's
creative.
no character there. It's just
Yeah.
you know.
Tom
Yeah,
and
I
Tom
get
and
what you're
Jerry
saying.
physics is the killer.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. That's absolutely true.
Stop me when I lie.
No, you're fair. You're fair.
Yeah.
Horror King, Final Destination.
The new one, I saw it in the cinema.
The overall franchise. What's your take on it?
I liked them. I thought they were fun.
Okay, that's fair.
And
That's absolutely
here's
fair.
a small fun fact you most of you may or may not know about Final Destination 7 is in the events leading up to the movie being made, everyone knew that Tony Todd was going to die because he had cancer, I think, at the time. So they told him, for your scene in the movie, you don't have to read anything off the script, just say whatever you want and we'll put it into the film. So everything you see in that scene that he says is generally what he's saying at the time and how he wants to make the most of his time and all this thing. So after you know all that, it hits more than it actually should.
That's really
especially
great.
knowing that he died, I think, before the movie was finished, or it was after the movie was finished.
He didn't see
I don't
it
remember the
released.
details on that part.
And that carries the same kind of weight as Rutger Hauer and Blade Runner. You know, the tears and rain scene. You know, it's like sometimes you just let the actor ad lib and they give you the best. It's just wow. I didn't know that, but I did know it was his last role. But yeah.
I wasn't sure how many people knew that detail, so I thought I'd mention it.
Fair. 13th Child, the Final Destination movies.
Well, did you know that the Final Destination movie started out as an episode of the X-Files that was rejected?
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's actually great. Great. You like those movies? The Final Destination?
I thought they all were great. I just had a problem with, I think it was number 3, with the logs on the truck. And logs don't bounce.
Yeah.
The logs
I know.
is the second one.
The second one.
Wasn't it Christoph who said Tom and Jerry physics? Yeah, basically true. Basically true. You know.
Speaking of that, there's actually, I think it was a behind the scenes feature on the second DVD. They said we tried to use real logs for that, but they didn't bounce as high as we wanted, so we used CGI.
Exactly. That's why they do it, to break the laws of physics. That's fair.
And that scene alone scarred a generation.
Hell, true.
And one other thing that you all don't know, I was born in the exact same hospital as Tony Todd, 1 year apart.
That's right. You had mentioned that. That's
nice.
That's actually really cool. Netter, do you remember any of the Final Destination movies?
I like the first one, probably because it was novel.
Yeah, at the time it was. That's true.
It's like, but then after that, it's like, okay, how many different ways can we just kill these people off because they escaped death? And that just gets to be kind of like shoehorned in, and I didn't really feel it was as imaginative and really scary as the first one. The first one was like, oh crap, you're going to die no matter what. It's just a matter of how. You can't escape this. And then after that, it was just kind of like rehashing the same thing. Just, I say, okay, how can we kill this one? How can we kill this one? How can we kill... It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Nadia, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, Final Destination?
I hate that franchise so much. It gives me such bad anxiety, all of the movies, to the point that my chat paid for me to go see the last one in 4DX the entire time. So,
you felt you had to see it.
It was a checkle, so they wanted me to, and I had to report back. I don't like that franchise. I don't know what it is. It just gets under my skin. I don't like pointless. I just don't like the idea. Maybe because I'm a millennial and I grew up with these movies, it just it just gets under my skin for some reason, the way it is. So yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all.
I'm actually glad you said that, because I can bounce off of that. When I first saw Final Destination, I was working in an office setting, and the movie had just been released on DVD. So all my coworkers, we were talking about this movie, and most of us had not seen it. So we decided we were going to go and rent it that weekend, and then watching it separately, and then come together and talk about it on Monday. You know, water cooler type talk, right? So I rent the movie, I watch it. I came back. We get together at lunchtime to talk about it. Did you watch it? Yeah, I watched it. What'd you think? I have spent the whole day thinking about everything that could frickin' kill me. And they're like, me too. I'm doing exactly the same thing. That printer could just blow up and, fill my face with toner and I choke to death. Or that pipe could burst and, shoot a shard right through my eye. And everybody's like, yeah, I'm thinking about all the ways I could die. I'm like, I don't like this.
I think that was the point.
Ways to die.
Dumb ways to die. Yeah, exactly. Mystic Dullard says, it was over the first movie that I got my fear of planes, and the following year my family booked a ticket to go to Spain, and I was in tears and scared so much. I'll tell you what, I hate flying so much that the plane crashing is the least of my concerns. Between the security and all the BS you have to go through these days in the post 9/11 era, I hate flying. That's why when Netter and I went down to Florida last year for MegaCon, we drove down.
Yeah, we're doing it again next year, too.
And everyone's like, you drove down from Chicago to Florida? Yes. Yeah. And I'll do it again, damn it.
How long did that take?
Chicagoan. I told him, I said, okay, think of it this way. If we fly, we can only take so much with us. And then if we buy anything there, we have to try and figure out how to get it home. But if we drive, we can take whatever the heck we want with us.
Right.
We can buy out a store and have plenty of room in our trunk and back seat and all that for anything we buy. We can stop when we want to. We don't have to deal with other people, because sometimes people.
Yes.
And... take the scenic routes and just have fun with it. And we did.
For the most part, yeah, except driving through Georgia, I didn't enjoy so much. But other than that, yeah. Nads, what were you saying?
I'm
How
from
long did it take
Chicago
to drive?
as well. Grew up 30 years, Chicago, South Side.
I'm sorry, say that again, Nads?
I'm from Chicago.
Really? Whereabouts?
I don't live there anymore. I grew up 30 years in Chicago. Cal City, South Side.
Oh, okay. Wow, Southsider.
Yeah.
So that means you're a Sox fan?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Netter's a Cubs fan, but she's a Northsider. That's why. See,
Yeah, I grew up North Side.
I remember my grandfather saying his best friend was a Cubs fan. He'd go, the Cubs, yeah. I get you. To this day, you don't put ketchup on your hot dog. Am I right?
I put ketchup on my hot dog.
You're no longer a Chicago girl, Nads.
But I'm first generation, and that's how my dad ate hot dogs. So that's.
I blame your father then. I blame your father. That's a whole weird, different kind of daddy issues. Making you ketchup on your hot dog. That's just wrong. It's just
how he ate them. I'm just
That's tantamount to child abuse. That's whatever.
But
no, Chicago style.
My husband's a region rat. He's from Northwest Indiana, so we're from that area.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people in the Chicagoland area that are like, I want to move to Indiana just to get the hell out of Illinois.
We moved to Vegas instead. We moved from there and to Vegas.
There you go. That's just get out of Alinistan, Chirac. Let me tell you. But spicy mustard sometimes I can dig it.
Mustard and onion all the way.
Well, see, Bobby Blankenship says mustard only. Netter is mustard and onion. I'm fine with that.
Onions. Yeah.
But I buy 2 hot dogs. I'll pass on the French fries to get 2 hot dogs. I will get one Chicago style, and I will get one plain. I know it's weird. I like a plain hot dog, but whatever. But
Well,
God, now we're talking food and getting hungry. You got to go, don't you, Boomer?
I do. I'm sorry I can't say rest. This is fun.
Get out of here, man.
You got
you got to work. You take care, and we will catch you Sunday on
Geeky Geezers. Well, we
I will
talked
get you
about
those notes by tomorrow.
many interesting things, like an AI segment we're going to check out. So that'll be interesting.
Yep. Nate sent us our reporter in the field sent us an op-ed that we will.
Telly Norwood.
Yep.
Anyway,
Take care, Boomer.
Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.
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 But so where were we? We were talking. So we had gone
food.
Yeah, we started talking about food. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, it's.
Okay, I will go get you one of the banana muffins I made.
Oh, thank you. What?
I also have to bail. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I am so glad that you stopped by. That was very kind of you, and I say that because I know. In your heart of hearts, you were like, I'm so tired. I don't want to do this.
I haven't seen my husband all day, and he's been handing out candy by himself. So I want to go hang out.
Oh, you actually get little rugrats coming around begging for candy. We haven't in all the years we've lived here. They don't really do that much.
I think we handed out this year Pokemon cards, so I'm curious to see how that went.
Interesting.
Package. My husband's a nerd. So I'm very much into horror movies and dark stuff, and he's the complete opposite. Like I'm the one introducing him to stuff, and So we're seeing Back to the Future tomorrow in 4DX because that's his favorite franchise. So that's what we're gonna go see tomorrow.
Good stuff. I love that movie, but as I always point out to people, if Leah Thompson was my mom, I would have some real Oedipal problems too. So
for those of you that don't know, Back to the Future has a cartoon series.
Does it? I'll have to. Oh, that's right. It's all about. It takes place after the third movie, and it's got the kids.
I think there's two of them actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. So, Nadia, before you go, anything you want to share? First, I should point out that everybody who's on the panel tonight is linked below. Make sure that you are subscribed to everybody that you see here. But Nadia, do you have anything coming up that you want to plug, share, talk about before you go?
I'll be back on Tuesday, my normal Horror Tuesday, where I talk about horror news, reviews, and then Stranger Things on Friday. So that's my two main shows on my channel, Horror with Nads. Thank you so much for having me. Netter, I would love to come on to your show on Thursday. Hit me up because after Stranger Things season 5 releases, I'm going to be having watch parties on that day, so maybe we can schedule something sooner before it releases.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so real quick before you go, as a Stranger Things fan, any Dungeons and Dragons interest, or do you play?
I've played 5e for what now 6 years. Yeah.
Okay, so you like it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I've played every version up to 3.5, and then that's it.
My husband has played different versions of it, but my introduction was 5e to it.
I understand.
So, and it's a little bit easy. Yeah, I like to be very murderous during my games. Anyway, and very short. So thank you guys for having me on. Have a good night and happy Halloween.
You too. Take care, Nadia.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping in. Bye-bye. Gosh, she's
by the way,
sweet.
Of course,
for those
when
of
I
you
hear
wondering,
she wants to be violent in her D&D things. Sometimes you gotta backstab a
Motherfucker. Yes, exactly. You were going to say, Horror King?
Anyway, for those of you wondering, Slán is actually goodbye for now.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yep, so in case you're wondering why I was saying Slán to the last two people,
that is,
I was just saying goodbye for now in Irish. So
that is,
there you go.
When you say Irish, is that what you actually call the language, or is it Gaelic, or is it?
Well, Asgaelga is what it's actually called, but if you say you're speaking Irish, same thing. You're not going to get anyone correcting you on that, but although then again, you might come across a dick who says, it's Asgaelga. So just keep that in mind.
Well, I mean,
but
that's like
9 out of 10 people here can't speak the Irish language anyway, so
Fair enough. I mean, that's like the difference between saying I speak Spanish and I speak Espanol. You know, it's the same thing.
Yeah, fair.
No one's going to call you out on it, but you know what the language
Yeah, but if you
calls
do get a
itself.
dick that says otherwise, yeah, there you go. But it's the same thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But that is that how it's pronounced, or is that how it's spelled? It's probably spelled in like some kind of runes or something. Am I right?
That's not spelled properly at all.
Yeah.
You're missing several. You're missing. It's spelled with. If I remember it correctly, it's spelled with a G, or I think. Is it spelled with a G or an A? I don't remember off the top of my head.
I can't even begin.
Also,
el habla español también. There you go.
Also, earlier when I was watching Odyssey, a name came up at the end, and if you saw the name, it's spelled Tadgh. I think that's how it was spelled off the top of my head. I know what the name is, but if you see that name, you think, that's not a name, that's just a bunch of random letters. No, that's actually the name Tig.
It doesn't sound anything like the way you spell it. I mean, it's like, my gosh.
Do you know what Tig is actually? If you were to take the name Tig and translate it into English, what name do you think it means?
I wouldn't even guess.
Tim.
Tony.
Okay. At least it starts with a T, so why not?
The name Tig is actually the Irish for Tim.
I gotta say, Horror King, whenever I hear your voice, Netter, you can probably agree with me on this. I listen to you and I'm thinking Sergeant Ducky. Anybody who's ever seen the Sergeant Ducky's channel, very well. I mean, he's Irish too. So
Isn't Sergeant Ducky Scottish?
No, he's Irish.
No, he's Irish.
No.
He's
very much so.
Very, very Irish. Yeah.
In fact, if I was to go to his county, it would take me about 4 hours, I think. Maybe 3 to 4 hours to get there.
Somebody in the chat had asked me, and I because I was saying goodbye to Nadia, I didn't get around to asking. They asked how long it took me to drive from Chicago to... I actually don't remember where it was in Florida.
That was me.
About midway. Oh, it was you? Okay.
We went to Orlando.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I would say...
It was 18 hours.
18 hours? Yeah, we split it up over
Jesus.
2 days because I couldn't do it all in one day, so it was 18 hours.
Well,
if you were to
we
do it in one day, how long would it take?
Oh, it would have been 18 hours straight.
Yeah.
She didn't count. You're not counting the time we slept, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Because what we did is I took a half day off work. We left like around 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and drove through until about 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But then Troy was exhausted because he already had a full day. I already had a full day. So we stopped for like 2-3 hour nap. And then continued on. So yeah, it was a total of 18 hours, like slightly over 18 hours.
Damn, that's good. Oh,
of course, because
I'm going to try and keep the noise level down because my 3-year-old niece is sleeping across the hall, so I don't want to wake her up.
That's fair.
And
that's
given
fair.
it's 4:45 in the morning for me, I really don't want to wake her up at this hour of the morning.
I totally understand. And to be fair, we are gonna wrap this up now. I went only slightly longer than I normally do.
No, that's fair.
I am going to do this. I want to see if I actually was able to queue up the promos that I wanted to play earlier. Give me 3 minutes to play those, and then we'll start wrapping up. Be right back.
You are watching Last Call, streaming every Friday night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Come on in, pull up a chair, and have a drink with us.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, a former Roman general sets out to exact vengeance against the corrupt emperor who murdered his family and sent him into slavery. Russell Crowe stars in the Ridley Scott film Gladiator this Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netter's Network.
Every Sunday evening, Aged Boomer and Last Call with Troy Pacelli bring you the rundown of the week's geek news, or at least what they think is interesting. You may have heard about it elsewhere, but Boomer and Pacelli spin it like only two old geezers can. It's Geeky Geezers, every Sunday evening at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
This week on Live from Sparkwood and 21, we'll be taking a look at the other side of the coin. That is, at David Lynch's partner in crime, Mark Frost. While investigating his own blackmailing, a young politician uncovers his family's deep secrets. James Spader stars in the 1992 Frost film, Storyville. Join us this Tuesday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes and Affiliates.
With the Xenon base destroyed and the fledgling alliance floundering, Avon must find another figurehead to take up the cause. Inevitably, it is time to set a course for the lawless Gouda Prime, to renew an old acquaintance, and the title is the spoiler. They are going to find Blake. It's the final shocking episode of Blake 7 on Last Call Presents, this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
Did you top off your glasses? We now return to Last Call.
I like this. Spino Audrey says, a stream with commercial breaks? Now this is a new one to me. Yeah, these are not paid sponsorships at all. This is just I just decided that ending my streams saying, oh, this is what we've got coming up this week, and then just boring people by listing all the shows that we've got coming up. I said, you know what? Let's just do quick little commercials for everything we've got coming up throughout the week. And I find it to be slightly more entertaining that way. But let's go around the horn and find out from each one of you what you guys have coming up in the near future. Christoph, you actually have a video that literally just went up today that everyone should be going to check out. But what do you have coming up next?
So. And it's funny because the last time I was with you guys, actually, I gave a little teaser for the next story. The next episode that we're going to be putting up, the next story. So November is my birth month, and what we're going to do, we're going to try really hard, and we are actually going to be releasing a new video, a new story that is an homage to one of my favorite novellas, actually, The Most Dangerous Game.
Oh, yeah.
The game depending, titled The Game of the Gods. But in the meantime, we do have the Esther View Terror that just went up literally 12 hours ago, I think. I hope you guys can hear me over the road.
No, yeah.
But, yeah, so that's what's coming up from me over at the Vagrancy Horror.
There you go. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And then, Horror King, are you available right now? You fell out. Are you there for us? Let me know if you can hear us.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. No, I
okay.
Just muted the mic.
Okay, that's fine. What have you got coming up, Horror King?
Mostly just because I just didn't want anyone to hear me breathing over the microphone, not saying anything.
That's fair.
I'm hoping to live stream Little Nightmares 3 on Saturday and Sunday. But
okay.
That depends on how lazy I am when I get back from going out for food.
That's fair. That is fair. Everybody remember, he is in Ireland, so he's on a completely different time schedule than the rest of us. So keep that in mind.
I think I'm like 6 hours ahead of you.
Yeah, you're in the future. So if you could tell us what our lottery numbers
from
are,
the
I'll split
future.
Yeah, exactly right. Thanks so much.
Also, the future sucks.
Well, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I want to go back to the 80s. To be honest, I'll go back to the 70s. I'd like to go back to the 70s.
I want to ask where'd you get the things you use at the start of your commercial breaks? You're like the 80s retro style stuff.
The 80s? Oh, you mean the Saturday night at the movies?
Yeah, that stuff. Where'd you get all that?
I literally just lifted it from CBS. I think it was CBS Saturday Night at the Movies. I just glommed it and edited it for myself because it's just a nostalgia thing. Netter and Big Al do the Saturday Night Movie, and I'm like, this reminded me so much of when we used to have that on network television. I was like, I kind of want to tap into that, and so unless I did something like that, anyway, yeah, it's I just lifted it from somebody else. That's just what it was.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
But and until somebody dings me for it, I'll just keep using it. 13th Child, what have you got coming up?
I am currently working on a video titled "How Susie Found Her Faith" that I will be uploading to my channel forthwith. I also will load up to my channel the story I premiered on Thursday Things. Do you know the tale of the little girl named Mabel?
There you go. So I'm going to take that opportunity to point out that Horror King and I Am 13th Child were both on Netter's Network last night. Go check out that stream where they talked about a joint venture, a new channel that they are launching together. So make sure you subscribe to that
and
as well.
And that is called Necropsy Reviews.
Necropsy Reviews. Absolutely. You're going to want to check that out. And Netter, do you have anything coming up that you want? Well, we just saw what the movie for tomorrow night's going to be. What else is coming up?
I am working on editing a video that I might debut on next week's Thursday Things. I'm hoping to get it edited tomorrow. I just got to get my lazy self in gear to do that. I hate editing. I love filming the stuff. I hate the editing.
Yeah.
It's so time consuming. I could do something that takes ends up being a 5-minute vid, but it's taking me 3 hours to edit it because I got to get all the stuff out there and all that. And then after I debut it next week, which is the current plan, I will release it as a standalone video. Plus, for my members, if you go over to my members tab, my community tab, I have a poll up for the next members only stream. You have a choice to choose between we do karaoke or we have a trivia night. Last I looked, which was this morning, so let me take a quick look now. I think karaoke is winning. Let me take a quick look and I can tell you where we're at if my computer wants to behave itself. Posts. Let's see, we are at, now we're at 50-50. We have 8 votes, so 4 and 4. So, yeah, it's like, well, I might have to think of something to make it a tiebreaker, but currently we are 4 and 4. I don't have an end date for the poll just yet because I have to figure out what day I want to have the members only stream. I'm thinking, because Thanksgiving is, the 23rd? So I'm thinking either the 16th or the 30th. Oh, wait, I'm in October, wrong day. Wrong month. So either the 13th or the 27th, or I can't remember now. Thanksgiving is the 20th or the 27th. So either the week before or the week after Thanksgiving is what I'm thinking.
Okay, there you go. And I have a poll up for my members as well for the film on Monday. 4 different Thanksgiving horror films that are not Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. So members, make sure you go get your votes in. That's what we will be watching on Monday's Members Night at the Movies.
And I got to vote.
She got to vote because someone gave her a membership.
Geek Flag with Nate gifted a membership and I got it.
And so speaking of which, I want to thank Mystic Dollard for gifting a membership and for becoming a member. Yeah, he did it twice. RubyHoove for all the members gifting that she did tonight. 5 on my channel, 5 on Netter's channel. 13th Child, Joe's Atmosphere. You guys really are keeping the lights on this week. I super appreciate every single one of you. All of my members who, with the exception of those that just became members tonight, you'll be seeing your names in the closing credits, so make sure you watch for that. I appreciate every single one of you. Guys, you guys are wonderful. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Tune in on Monday for Liquid Lunch, when you will see how I have changed the backdrop for the new season. And thank you all so much. Drink responsibly, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone.
Good night, ladies. Good night, sir. Hit it, sweetheart.
The neon lights are fading, closing time is near. Whispers in the corners, secrets shared sincere. The bartender's polishing the final glass. Time slips away like moving through the grass. Last call for alcohol, make your dreams come true. One more round, friends, from me and you. Let's toast to the night, to the stories we've spun. Here's to the laughter and to what's begun. The shadows are dancing as we linger still. Every clink of a glass, a memory to distill. Beneath this smoky haze, our feelings they unfurl. A tapestry of whispers in this corner of the world. The jukebox serenades us with a final tune, crooning to the lonely and the lovers under the moon. With every soft note, the end draws ever near. But in this fleeting moment, there's nothing to fear. Last call for alcohol, make your dreams come true. One more round, friends, for me and you. Let's toast to the night, to the stories we